We have to talk, Cowboys Nation, because enough is enough. Now, there's been a lot of circulation going around about possible Dallas Cowboys trades. Now, we'll get to that, but I just want to talk to the people that don't think we should trade anybody and you think we should hog these picks. I think you're out of your mind. What reason do we have to keep these picks when you literally have an MVP quarterback right now, a receiver in his prime, a running back that you somehow got for $3 million a year right now, playing like one of the best running backs in the league, and you want to be conservative and wait until next year? No. Why would we use those picks for a potential player, somebody that could be somebody, when we could use those picks for somebody that we know is good? It just doesn't make any sense. This offense right now that the Cowboys have is the best offense in the league. Even with the troubles at O-line, I still think this is the best offense in the league. And that's because of a couple players on this team, that being George Pickens, Javonte Williams, Tyler Smith. You can even talk George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson. You got ballers on your squad right now, and the only pieces that you're missing right now is on that defense, and you want to be conservative? Where is that going to get us? Being conservative has been the large reason why we haven't been able to win anything in the past. This defense has been a detriment to the team for way too long, and definitely in playoffs. It's sick. When you have a player like Dakota Rain Prescott playing out of his mind year in and year out, and you just keep you don't know what you're doing. Just wasting time. We need to stop wasting time. But let me get back to subject. Those picks. You can win this trade. A lot of people think we lost this trade. I think you can win this trade. All you got to do is use those 2 picks or however many picks you need to go and create at least a decent defense. That's all this team needs to win, is a decent defense. We just need to not be 32nd in the league, dead last. So look, this is what you do. Jerry Jones, you pick up that phone and you call Oakland. And Jerry Jones, hello, this is Jerry Jones. What you got going on with Max Crosby? We saw your team is struggling. You didn't think Geno is what he is. Unfortunate. Geno's 68 interceptions down the line. What do you want me to do to go and get Max Crosby off your back? Take on that contract. Don't got to worry about it no more. That's what you do. That's what the 49ers are doing. So what we got going on? Or you can make up I've seen people talking about they want a linebacker. I don't think that's the best choice. I mean, I think he can help. I think that I think that a linebacker could help, but I definitely wouldn't spend any important draft capital on a linebacker right now. I mean, you got Demarion Overshown coming back. If you want to go out there and get a linebacker that you can get for a 5th round pick or something like that, that's fine, right? Somebody that can help out. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how much a Demario Davis would go for. But if you can go out and get Demario Davis for a 5th, I don't know if you have a 6th round pick, a 5th round pick, or something like that. Definitely not touching the first 2. Definitely not for Demario Davis. But if you can pick it up and call a Trey Henderson, even call a Will McDonald from New York, call a Kayvon Thibodeau from New York, and you can get something done, you have to do it. Now, I don't think we need to wait and see how these next few games go to do something like that. I think that's something we should get done in the first place. I think that if you have an opportunity to go out there and get a proven young player that you can have for the next 3 years, for the rest of Dak Prescott's contract, you go and do it. Why would I go and risk a pick on maybe a Bain or something in Miami or something like that when I can go out and get a guy that's proven? What is the point? Because after Dak Prescott, it's a whole rebuild. In my opinion, Now, it could be the case that we go out there and draft a quarterback and he's good enough to do something for the next couple of years. But I'm definitely not banking on it. That's for sure. Why would I do something like that? But all I know right now, cause forget about the future. We're in right now. We have a quarterback a Super Bowl away from being a Hall of Famer right now. That's what I think. So why not go out there and build the best defense that you possibly can with these picks that you just let go? Because if not, then what was the point of the Micah trade? What was the point? You might as well just keep him and hope for the best because you know he can do a lot on the field. Top 2 edge rusher in the league, and then just roll with that, see what happens. Might as well. Now, I agree with the Michael Parsons trade, but that's a conversation for a different video. But look, you have 2 first-round picks for Michael Parsons. You got Kenny Clark, perfect. You got an amazing D tackle duo. The only thing we're missing is on the edge, and the edge fixes a lot of other problems around the field, in my opinion, as well. You're definitely going to be helping your corners if you can get to the quarterback faster. So why not go do that? Like I said, Trey Henderson, Will McDonald, Chubb from the Dolphins, Max Crosby. One of these guys. Make phone calls now. Don't be second. The second that they gonna look, they said, "Is that Jerry Jones?" That's that team with them extra first round picks, ain't it? Hello, Jerry. How you doing, sir? What you want to talk about? And then you get to business, because that's what's gonna happen. They licking their chops seeing them first round picks. These teams that are in rebuild mode, that's all they want is a first round pick. They trying to build for the future. We're trying to build now. We don't know how many years Dak has left. But I know that he's got until the end of that contract. So I think that you build the best team possible that you can for that defense for the end of that contract. Because if not, that's another waste. Another waste. We had the same problem when we had Romo. Just bad defenses. Bad defenses. That ain't worth nothing. So we can't win in the playoffs. We saw it with Green Bay. We saw that. And it sucked. Now I gotta double check with a stat, but I'm pretty sure since with Dak's tenure, the Dallas Cowboys, when Dak Prescott is on the field in the playoffs, is averaging an allowance of 30 points per game. 30. And people want to point fingers at Dak. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Go look at Patrick Mahomes when he was winning. Did he have bad defenses? Did Jalen Hurts have a bad defense? Did Matthew Stafford have a bad defense when he was in the Super Bowl? Were they allowing 30 points per game? What about Aaron Rodgers when he won his? Peyton Manning? Tom Brady? Ben Roethlisberger? Cam Newton when he went to the Super Bowl? Defense wins Super Bowls. And if you're lucky enough to have the number 1 offense in the league, then we're throwing a party. I'm getting the chips and wings ready. We're about to go crazy. The Dallas Cowboys are playing on Sunday in the Super Bowl. That's what it should have been. It should have been like this 2 years ago in 2023. But we ignored it. We knew that the run game was bad. We ignored it. We didn't fix it. And that's what happens. You get blown out. So this is what we have to do. Now, we could talk about a couple of other areas where a trade might be possible. Corner, I'm not mad at it. I could see a corner. A corner makes sense. Linebacker, that makes sense. Safety, I'm not sure about a safety. I don't think a safety is going to fix much problems right now. I don't think that really gets you anywhere. That doesn't really move the goalpost at all. But linebacker, edge rusher, and then a corner if you want to go get that, because Siobhan Ravel, we don't know exactly what he's gonna be. We think that he can be one of the best. I think personally he could be one of the best corners in the league. He definitely has the physicals for it, but we just have to see how he's playing in the NFL and what he's looking like, post injury. So we're just gonna have to see what it looks like there. But other than that, Jerry, you've been cooking lately. You've been cooking with the George Pickens, the Micah Parsons trade. If you do the trade, if you actually use those picks for something like this year, then I think it would be a good trade. Go out there and get the job done. Dakota Rain Prescott deserves a Super Bowl more than anybody else in this world. Go get it done for him. Please. You're the only guy that can save us. And you owe us. Me, I wasn't there for 1996, 1995, 93. We deserve this. I need to see a Super Bowl in my lifetime, and I want it to be with Dakota Rain Prescott. So pick up the phone and get it done. If y'all enjoy the content, make sure to follow. I'll do more educational videos and things like that. This was more of a rant because it hurts to be a Cowboys fan. But if y'all enjoy the content, make sure to like and comment and subscribe. Peace.